Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hello and welcome to my channel. So it's Sunday again, so it's painting tutorial time, and guess what, I'll be painting a wave painting today. So I'll be teaching you how to paint a wave, and a friend of mine sent me an image that she wants me to paint for a tutorial. And yeah, I'm just so excited. When I saw the image, I was like, this is perfect. I'm gonna do a tutorial for this one. So I'll be listing down the colors that we will be using for today's painting tutorial. And here are the colors. I might as well mention them. So we have Phthalo Blue, Titanium White, Lemon Yellow, Orange, and Sap Green. I will use black later, but it will be a little bit later, so let's just proceed first with sketching. Actually, this subject requires or does not require too much of sketching because it's wave. It's all about nature, so it's all about just movement. All right, so I'm using a square canvas paper, so it doesn't matter what size or it doesn't matter if your canvas is too big or too short, or too small, as long as it's square, meaning all four sides are of equal length. All right, so let's begin now. I'm gonna show you first the idea of this painting. So I'm gonna use my Phthalo Blue just to show you how the painting will go or how the painting will end. You know, it doesn't really matter, but just to show it to you. So it will be a wave. There's an ant. All right. That's basically it, guys. It's a letter C. I'm not even kidding you guys, because this will be the wave and this will be the land part. So you'll see it later. It will make sense. This is the only sketch that I can give you for now. So let's continue now with the coloring. And again, I'll be using my Phthalo Blue. Just continue using your blue. I'll be using some water to kind of spread the paint. I'll be using my green as well, okay, simultaneously. I think I'll be using a lot of water today. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm painting water, I feel like I should also use more water. Like literally using more water. It's been a while since the last time I painted a wave, so this is going to be exciting for me. This is just the underpainting, but just to already give you an idea of how the painting will look like. Okay, and then switch to green again. I'm also following the flow of the water or the wave. All right. And then switch to blue again. Guys, this is just the underpainting, so don't worry if everything looks so raw and not finished to you. Just to give you an idea where the colors are gonna go, where the blues are gonna go, where the greens are gonna go. We're not yet done. We're not even halfway there. But by doing this, things will be really, really easy for us as we go on. Okay, and then more greeny colors. All right. I'm gonna make some light blue colors right here. So I'm just adding white. It's not really complicated. You just add white to the blue. All right, like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush out. I'm gonna get my yellow. Add some yellowy colors. Okay, like that. I'm gonna get my orange. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna switch to a bigger brush. I know that it doesn't make sense to you, and it doesn't make sense to me either. But since I know what I'm doing or what I'm painting, I kind of know where things are going. So I'm gonna get my black. For the initial stage, I really want it to be really, really raw and just free and nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna get my black, directly use that here. Also here. Okay, now I'm gonna mix my black with my green. It doesn't make so much of a difference, but we don't want it to be super black. All right. Okay, right here. All right, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna get my blue. I'm just gonna allow the black paint to be there. Okay, I'm gonna add some green, tiny bit of white. Again, green and then white. So it's like turquoisey color. It's more of dark turquoise color. I'm gonna use this to paint this side or this corner. All right, like that. Okay, and using the same color, I'm just gonna add more yellow this time. So it's like this color. And then I'm gonna use water. I'm gonna use that right here. Remember that I'll be using a lot of water. So if you're not a fan of using a lot of water, maybe not for this painting. Or maybe you have your own technique. You can use that definitely. All right. Now we're going to switch to some watered down blue. I'm just adding tiny bit of white, tiny bit of green. All right. But more dominantly blue. And I'm gonna water down and I'm gonna paint it here. All right, like that. I'm gonna get my black just to kind of close this area. All right, again, I'm gonna use black to create some dimension. Okay, I'm gonna add tiny bit of blue to the black to create some dark blue. Okay, I'm gonna create some randomness along this side. To create movement. So more deep blue. All right, like that. Again, just deepen the blue by adding black to it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get some blue again. I'm watering it down and I'm just gonna go horizontal so that I get to cover those spaces that were not painted on. Because we've been doing a lot of vertical brush strokes and sometimes diagonal. So the horizontal spaces, some of them are not really filled with paint. So I'm just gonna fill in those spaces. All right. Now, before we go into more detailing on the wave, let's just allow the paint to dry. Let's move on to doing the space right here to suggest some distant land, all right? And for that, we'll be doing first the sky, suggestion of sky right here. So I'm gonna get my phthalo blue plus white. So it's just like that color, sky, right? If you have cerulean blue, you can directly use that color. It's just that I have here the colors that I can mix to create the cerulean blue color. So I'm just gonna add this sky blue color right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna get, okay, I'm gonna still use the light blue color. All right, up to that point. Now I'm gonna get my yellow and I'm gonna dust it. I call it just dusting, just like that. All right, so just like that. And then I'm gonna get my black. Let's make some suggestions of distant mountains or rocks, or yeah, I think this is a rock more than, all right, more than anything else. Also, I'm gonna add some tiny bit of orange to the black. All right, and then I'm gonna wash my brush out. Let's go back to the wave because that's the fun part, right? I'm gonna do the space here later. I'm just allowing the paint to kind of dry a bit so that I can layer properly. Okay, now let's create some light blue color. Let's just continue using the light blue color that we have here. Okay, like that. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of green. So it's like turquoise color, but light. I'm gonna water it down. I'm gonna add a lot of water, and then using just the tip of my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and create some markings. Now I'm gonna add more green this time. More green, and we're gonna go down here. So just use more water than you would normally do and create something like this. I'm gonna get my blue. Okay. Now I'm gonna use a more pointy brush just to create more thinner or more thin lines. So I'm gonna get my light blue. I'm gonna add more white to that to make it lighter. Okay, and also right here. And also right here. Okay, the white actually serves as the underpainting for something else. So I'm gonna use this white and mix it with my yellow and orange. Okay, so you create something like this, more yellow, and I'm gonna apply that to some areas. Because if we don't underpaint it with white or light blue, the yellowy color will just blend with the blue. It's like it's not there. It will not really make it pop. Okay, I'm gonna get my orange. Okay, like that. Some orangey colors right here. And then I'm gonna get my yellow. Oops. I'm gonna get my orange. All right, more orange colors. My orange is even watered down. As you can see, I'm dipping on my water bucket a lot of times, or very often. And then I'm gonna use my yellow, water it down, and do the same thing. I'm gonna get my white. We're going to highlight the middle section of this wave. Also here. Okay, let's go back to black. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of turquoisey colors. I'm gonna water down. You know what? It has a lot of techniques. All right, like that. Okay, and then let's go back to some dark colors for depth. Right. We'll do more of the wave later. I just want to go back to this area. So I'm gonna get my orangey color, yellow, white, okay, like that, and tiny bit of black. Okay, I'm gonna use this water down right here. Right, like that. Okay. I'm gonna use this color to create the sun. And again, this is the underpainting for it. This is the underpainting for it. This is not the actual color, but we need this to provide like a canvas for the sun. I hope that makes sense. All right. I'm gonna get my black. I'm gonna create some dark silhouette from the distance, like that. Okay, I'm gonna get some blue. Let's create some clouds. Like that. All right. I'm gonna allow this first to dry before I really highlight it with some white later. So let's go back to the waters, all right? I'm gonna get my black and apply some blobs of black color on some areas. So as you can see here, the technique is just watering down the paint and of course using my hand, directly having contact with my canvas paper or canvas, stretch canvas if you're using a stretch canvas. Doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter. Maybe for some people it matters if you're using a canvas or if you're using a canvas paper. To me, it's all the same thing. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get my yellow, orange, and then white. I'm gonna use this to go back to the middle section. And across the horizon. Okay, I'm gonna get my orange and I'm just gonna do the same thing. Okay, again, let's go back to some yellowy colors. Okay, again, orange. Let's do orange. All right, now I'm gonna get my yellow. Oops. I said yellow, guys, but then I dab onto my black by accident. It happens, but the key here is to be quick. All right. Okay. As I told you earlier, I'm gonna get my yellow. And okay. Also here, add some yellow. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna get my orange. Like that. Now I want you to get your white. Without washing my brush, I'm gonna apply some white right here in the middle. Like that. Right here. Okay, now I'm gonna darken a little more some parts of the wave. So I'm gonna get my black and blue. I'm just gonna mix them, not 50-50, maybe 70% blue and 30% black. I'm gonna water down as always, and I'm just gonna swipe it like that. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing down here. Also here. All right. Okay, using a more pointy brush, I'm gonna insert some dark blue-green, okay, on some areas right here in the middle. All right, and then some light blue colors. Some black. Okay, some yellows. Right here in the middle. Okay, again, some blacks right here. Okay, I'm gonna get some gray. So I'm gonna mix my white plus black. Maybe this gray, all right? And I'm gonna use this to go back to this area. Okay, now I'm gonna get some yellows. Let me check how this is going. Okay, I think this is good, but I have to fix the sun. It looks a little weird to me. I'm gonna get yellow. All right, like that. Okay, now I'm gonna dab onto my white to really emphasize this one. Okay, I'm gonna get some blue colors. Okay, and then some turquoise color. So just mix blue, green, and white. Oops. Just light turquoise. Let me check how this is going. All right, very good. Okay, I guess I'm gonna darken the sides so that it gives it some vignette effect. You know, that the audience or the viewer is focused more on what's in the middle. Like that. I'm just using some tapping techniques. Also the corner right here, again to give it some vignette effect. Let me check. This is fantastic. I love it. Okay. I'm just gonna get my yellow. And then my orange. Okay, and then my whites. I'm just gonna add hints of whites. Right? This is really good. Now using some light yellow orange color, okay, like this color, I'm just gonna go around the sun. Just like that. To emphasize even more the light. Okay. Okay. This is good. Okay, what do you think about this one, guys? This is so nice. Alright, so I'm gonna get again my blue. I'm just gonna go and somehow create some sort of outline along the end of the waves, or the wave, I mean. And let's put back some silhouette that were painted over. Gonna apply some orange colors right here to suggest some light. All right, let me check. I'm gonna get some blue like that. Okay, we are good. So I'm just glazing some blue colors because I don't want it to be like separate strokes. I want this to be whole. All right. All right. Wow, this is good. I'm gonna sign this now because I think I'm done, guys. So I'm gonna sign this now. I'm gonna use my white and I'm gonna sign right here because this area is already busy. So I'm gonna sign right here where it's not that busy. Yep. What do you think about this one, guys? I like this one. I like this one, so I hope you enjoy this one too. It's so simple, right? It's a basic wave painting. So I hope you enjoy this one and I hope you do this one as well. So yeah, what do you think? Happy Valentine's Day. That's tomorrow, guys. It's Sunday today here in Manila. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you celebrating tomorrow. And for those in the other side of the world, that would be on the next day following tomorrow. All right. So see you in my next video, guys. And thank you, Ellie, for the reference image for this tutorial. Yeah, I just had to say that.